The U.S. Army's 369th Infantry Regiment was one of the most celebrated African-American military units in U.S. history. During World War I, the 369th's heroism and fierce determination on the battlefield earned them the nickname Hellfighters from their German enemies. While the U.S. Army thought black soldiers were worthless, the Hellfighters proved themselves to be indispensable to the French army to which they were assigned. The French called them Men of Bronze out of respect, but the soldiers became internationally known as the Harlem Hellfighters. In 1917, the U.S. declared war on Germany, which prompted many African Americans to enlist because they were eager to prove their worth in the military. Unfortunately, the Marines did not accept black soldiers, and the Navy only took a small number of them. In forming the 369th Infantry Regiment, the New York National Guard recruited hundreds of young black men from Harlem. While the U.S. Army did accept black soldiers, they were not allowed to fight alongside white soldiers. Ironically, the soldiers had just sworn to defend a country that openly lynched blacks, discriminated against them, and continually sought to deny them basic civil rights. Being soldiers didn't change much for the 369th. The few black officers that existed were not allowed to lead white soldiers. Prior to their deployment to France, the white soldiers who made up the Rainbow Division of the New York National Guard's 42nd Infantry were given a grand parade before being deployed overseas. The 369th was not invited to the march because its commander was told that black was not a color in the rainbow. The U.S. Army never intended for the 369th Infantry to fight. After their arrival in France, the soldiers were assigned to labor service duties and relegated to unloading ships, digging trenches, and other non-combat work as they waited to see where the unit would be sent. The 369th, like other black units, were reassigned to two French divisions.
Vive la France!
They spent a total of 191 straight days on the front lines, longer than any other American unit, black or white. In May 1918, Private Needham Roberts and Henry Johnson of the 369th gained notoriety when they fought off a 24-man German patrol. Despite both men having been wounded, they stood their ground, killing a number of Germans. The battle became one of the most highly publicized events of the war, as Johnson's actions prevented Roberts' capture. On February 17, 1919, the Harlem Hellfighters were given a Heroes Welcome Home parade on Fifth Avenue in New York City. We are proud to honor the Harlem Hellfighters as heroes of color. Their example should never be forgotten, and their bravery remembered by all who serve.